Hello, welcome back to Prison Fire Productions. This stream, we're going to be finishing up the last 3 quests of Shadowbringers. So sit back and enjoy the stream. And a little bit earlier today than normal. It's not even 10 a.m. here, where I am, on the East Coast. So, let's see. What I can do in the last request. I really do hope you enjoy the stream. And if you feel free, smash the like button or subscribe if you're new to the channel. Apologize if I seem a little raspy today. I woke up feeling a little under the weather. So. Alright, there we go. We got the links out, so hopefully we get a little bit of an audience today. Apologies. Like I said, I'm feeling a tad under the weather. So just going to bear with me today. I'll say you are itching to take the fight to Tipperary. I do have water, so that's gonna help. Hi, Scarlett. You're looking well. I take it you came to squeeze in some rest. If you came hoping for today's appeal, we were still waiting, but we do have some Oscars in you to share. Script, she says. Lunar primals have been popped up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well at hand. Cases so far apart don't worry bolder than the others. Meanwhile, Tasha the Beast tries going even better than expected. Encouraged by Udo's progress with the Alamara, Briannia has opened negotiating with the Axel, believe it or not. I which is very obviously encouraging, but with the Telefari still out there, it's sad as an important our guard. Begging your pardon, I come bearing an invitation for the Alliance. The council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo. Your attendance is humbly requested. You were just simply going to look at the Alliance. May I ask for sudden agenda? I believe the petition to share news of recent developments and discuss what measures may be taken to combat the Tipperary in concert with our new allies. These tribes have also been invited. Let's hope they would join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance would bring all of these tribes to the front at a single stroke. In a bigless plan, given the delicacy of the negotiations, may not be an expedient one concerning different things. Indeed, my lady. For their part, I'm told the these tribes have agreed to attend, and the Scions who are at present, all Barosia will be representative. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only the public, but even practically. Praying for an alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Now, by your answer, withered or all haste, we look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. Well, now that we've sent an invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I mean that you're still a leader of country. Given how long you've been working in the summoning, it's only right to be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we all played our part in this endeavor, don't you, Scarlett? All present may right quickly receive. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and will assist as I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. I'm not going either. The work will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Very well then. Now those who divide to hold the fort, with holding it, let's just rest for us, shall we? Oh yeah, we should probably promote her on Twitter too. Just had a thought occur to me. Alright, for a moment. There we go. Another $2,000. Thinking about doing a dungeon stream. I just literally do nothing but dungeons. I got my Gunbreaker, I gotta level up. That's level 68. I got my Astrologian, I gotta level up. That's level 66, I think. Level 67. Just that jump up. got my astrologer that's level 67. She should be getting close. I gotta go 2 million experience points with her. Because she's over level 67, I can focus on... Let's see. If I can do MSQ, that's 350. So... Actually, that's an adventurer need too. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do her. Go ahead and get this one out of the way. I mean, I can love, because I need to get those seals. Because once I get those seals, well, actually, it's not seals, it's stones. I can upgrade my bard. Because I still need to get... I still need to get... Let's see real quick. I got a ways to go. So yeah, after I finish MSQ, I'm going to do a dungeon stream. And then I'm going to... Cash for Meridium. Ooh! This should be fun. A bonus of 100... I mean, even though this is not part of that Shadowbringers, they were doing an adventure, so... Well, that was quite taking me to... Oh, yeah, that's right. It's faster. always nice to help new players. There's the Predatorium. I almost got a level up. Anyway. Animal bars. So I need to get 600, add 45. Five, 6. $1,500. I need to invest in skill speed. Keep that in mind. I need to start investing in skill speed. Need to focus less on critical hit and focus more on That way. And this way. Should be this way.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome. I beg your pardon?
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little tricky without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future, as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the Scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
The Grand Company of Eorzea.
But that's the name I...
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Well, now that we are out of earshot of the delegates, I hope you're beginning to speak my mind. You must think that I've dreamed of this stasis before I set foot on these shores, that I was heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet, even as they uttered their declarations, I think it was the conflict to come, as a sacrifice that we made and lives lost. Inevitable, so I struggle to accept. At least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step, first of many. Many and more. Better cease here. I might be of service. I seek Master Alphanos assistant on a matter involving Gridanian's neighbors, the Scions. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal train. You better predict the coming of Primus, so you'll be familiar with the Scions of the Ash Crown Consultorium. Daughter dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but other communities besides. Communities besides just the East tribes. Just so. So I hope that we may use to the Scions to establish our communication and coordinate their efforts for new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between the Trade Consortium and the Grand Company. If the Scions are to perform the task effectively, they require the Council of One first in operational aspects of an armed force. Our force founded with the substance goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Rays, yes? Forgive me, Master Alphanos. I know it was a painful chat during your life, but experience me yet we need to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braids which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding what I intended to call the Grand Company of Beozia. But my plans came to naught, built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals. The Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. I have no wish to see the two endeavors suffer the same fate. That's so much of you? Not at all. You may count upon my assistance for what little it's worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawn on lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Rays. You have my gratitude, Master Alphanos, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it with yourselves. With your guidance and earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here today, we have no doubt that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of temporary and flourish until the next time we meet, my friends. Right. There are a number of people whose thoughts actually like here. Corporates, you understand. Like join me in seeking them out. Thank you. As someone who witnessed orders rise and fall, yours will be a reassuring presence. I join you. You can find me careless. Opinions of your former comrades. I'd like for sure to ask a question. And I can learn as well. I shall accompany Thaker back to Rise of Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of today's events. You should be glad of your company, Garhan. I shall explain the details on the way. Somebody's paying right away. Before discussing the task ahead, I should probably admit that a report of performance is largely written. Not long after the fateful day at Buddha, I obtained a detailed account of the organization's history, from events that led to its deception to the failings that brought about its demise. This, I do primarily, as a means of taking some resemblance of responsibility. The other nature might be later referred to by those seeking to form a familiar organization. So while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from a single perspective. For to be of use, however, it must be brought into compass the viewpoints of all involved. Only when they can answer what seems to be the quick question we need to lie. After the crystal race is suspended, some members choose to remain with us, while others do not. I see. You think the answer will let us tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind the grand company together? That knowledge may help us prevent it from falling apart when the bonds are irreversibly tested. That is my hope, yes. But the questions I've asked are uncomfortable for some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt those who abandoned the cause will be welcome my inquiries. The girl high now and give it a try. You got a TV, you can talk to ones who kept the faith. My suggestion. Have care, however. So, certain of my former comrades are a questionable character. So give you what's about you, and let us reconvene on Granadia later on. If you have no objections, I have a mind to begin speaking with Royal and Irene. The memory services to them will be attending the intelligence briefing at Castrum Orange, so seeking out there. Well, look what it is. Anything what brings you here? Not anything to do with the big meat, would it? Not better speaking of it. It's not a task, you see. I require assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. See, you want to know how you proceed to sick with the skies, eh? You have to put words to that. Ascian test. It's been a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. But my negligence I was captured along with many others. We were powerless to prevent the tragedy, sad and sure. Now day goes by and I don't think of those fateful days. By joining the Scions, I hope to be myself. Continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. That wasn't my only reason. We were finally reunited at Rise of Stones. You refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. In spite of everything that happened, everything you had suffered, took us back without hesitation. We would have not blamed you how you turned us away. When you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but repay it? But that's what is me own tale. Well, I've always felt the Scions have something in common with the old crew. The duty of their strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I shall strive to live that to this day. As time's gone on, I've learned that the strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Lord Boulder to Mistress Totoro, we've all of us got something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain. Of course, we believe more important things than that. Things worth protecting. That's what being a Scion is all about. I'm a loss for your lives. Thank you, my friends. Here's from the leaves boarding you know. Here, Scarlett, could you? Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended a failure? Well, it's not in deals for something incredible, but deals alone don't make it true. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who only did it for the coin, the glory, or both. Ours was quite a desperate brand. Well, though never gave Ilbert, that we managed to function all of us 6 large parts to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing all for the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, as they say. The Braves are bare full of them. Not in Scions. We might look like a right type to give this, but deep down we've all got the shares sense of purpose. So why? Guess Totoro fisted out all the glory hunters before they made it through the door. I see. So our ranks comprise of a diverse range of people, each with our own individual strengths. We are united to purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion. Refer to it with direct my recommendations until we meet again. Well, I think you have taken up enough of our party, son. I'm curious what that's like on confirming testimonies await. Let's take away to Granada to hear what others have learned. Mrs. Tyler has having her opinion cabinet to manage to turn out a handful from the race without great difficulty. Senator Forthright, Alex asked but we hurried out the form picture. It was bringing Avalon Senator comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinions are not rather more important. I see their heart is true. Thank you. I set about it in your finest of my own at once. In the meantime, regular and made a little sauce to get out of Frick's sorrow. I'll join you in on. Brave one, our friends, and brave one. I guess this here Walker once again after soon after me. These treaties was that second lion and make him walk on his stance, but no more. Hornblood County Sana said that Walker was becoming a little solstice. Imperial was also beta, Silphas, and Calamities ones, so these must be glad to hear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is hard to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop teleportal. These must work very hard, of course. When the matters war, use your fellow spirits. Any advice Walkers can provide will be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver hair one. Where to hurry and see. Alice, you must come quickly. Whatever's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No! A twin adder officer accosted me. I was about to set out. Charliana sent Nilfoy. We'll sit around the Grenadier at any moment. Nilfoy? Could it be that Krill has managed to sway the forum? No, soon enough. But there is more. The envoy has requested that two of us is in the audience with the elder sister. Really? I guess the money with the sounds of your presence was pretty. Wait. It isn't who I think it is? It is. I can scarcely believe it myself. When I inquired into the envoy's identity, I was told it was one Rachet Livier. Your father? Well, the fact that a servant member of the forum had journeyed here was surprised enough by him? Quite. Because they are taking the matter seriously. Enemy, by him and not one of the other 98 forums unless you volunteered for it. Has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? That he is concerned about your well-being? Perhaps, but he's always would like to discuss this work with us. Indeed. Whenever we write our appearances, they invariably our motherhood replies. Nevertheless, I like an opportunity to hear my song and use the secretary to shoot purpose here. Out of her sorrow, I love the cut of his short, and let's turn it on you. Pray accept my apologies along the report. Never mind. Inside and talk later. Just don't keep walking us from urgent matters. Go. That needs to be held at Lotus Sand, where the Elder CCR waits even now. Let's be on our way. I just realized my falcon got died. That's freaking cool. Blue one, engage. Welcome where you lie. Now CC and your friends are waiting within. I'm sorry, I like this this bow at first I thought was bad, but it's really grown on me because of the fact it's got flowers. I got a little bassinet to carry flowers, so you know. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Watermaster Faliachi's visit took us quite by surprise. An alliance granted Mischief Cleo, she would press Shadow and Zaid. We did not anticipate so promptly a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the forum. Sure, I'll probably be possessing the Scarlett.
Elder Seeds here. I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Levea, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuneau, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisois, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
Wait, that was his father?
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice?
So others may live.
It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
I'm going with the second one. To Northern Plate.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike her, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alizé, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What?
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait!
Don't bother, Alizé!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
That's what he came here to say. The repulse for having to tear money to defend ourselves against the Templar. As for the rest, like it or not, this was the fool's decision. Watch from far away or see our burns. Father was but the messenger, and as he handed down her judgment, I couldn't think it. Anything like a master's servant. I still can't. A prolonged discussion would have changed little. It's all invested for that shall be invested his fate, but the form as a whole. Their decision was made ere your fathers across the sea. There was a lot to be changed, so he faced his offering without your aid. Forgive me. That man had no intention of helping us. Why would he go through the trouble of saving avoid in the first place? But he didn't simply keep your counsel, as you don't want to do. Is this unfortunate rod yet? Yes, here. Efforts for everything. Peter, I gave so many four members as I could, but he flatly refused to discuss it there. No, that's not like true. I was saying he ignored every word I was said on the subject without exception. It was almost unnerving. You need your highness for us. That might go somewhere to next week's performance. He said that he would know that the final days were truly upon us, so this was his pride. But they genuinely believe that that's how we know the world we're in. Simply disprove us about circumstances. Well, look, tell us something that I was concerned about the Morpheus and Twinning. That wasn't real. I was saying some selfish and secret. Don't go deeper in this. I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. I'm afraid you've been over there on another mission, researching Hadal and A3OC. Try to listen to help of experts in the field of appears to foremost within anyone can cooperate with us. But at every turn. So soon. No one's hurt us yet. Without a knowledge and acquaintance, we have a chance to find a way for it. I know I can't join you here. That was right, of course. Whatever matters at Aurora is you staying on Ninth Edge, but with your permission, we start making the necessary arrangements. Please do. Excellent. Obviously, keeping the tower free at bay must take precedence, but good luck to make the journey to Sharlayan ere long. Take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything's in order. Look after yourselves in Newtown, wouldn't you? Yes, I could just give me cause to hope. If he sees for bear fruit, I cannot say. It's possible that Sharlayan has some secret truth for us. No certainty in the explosion was prompt for the change of heart. So for the present, we seem to confront the fight which we find ourselves. For us, peace of history, plus us alone be contained to properly. Even with all our interests standing united, there's no guarantee you will fail. What is trying to do if you fail? I'm going to end the stream here. I gotta take care of some things. So come up. But I will be back in a little bit to like I said, I'm going to end the stream here. I gotta take care of something. But I'll be back.